the TVA, Tennessee Valley Authority, in Cheatham County, Tennessee, which is the home of my dad, my brother, lots of my friends. It's where I moved to from the state of Texas when we moved back to Tennessee when I was still in high school. So I consider this county to be home. And so a little recap, if you hadn't seen the first video with the Wade family, I suggest you go look that one up as well. But basically the TVA has decided that they want to build a 900 megawatt methane gas plant right in the middle of Cheatham County, Tennessee, right in the middle of neighborhoods, farmland, right on top of the main water source for Pleasant View, Tennessee and Ashland City, Tennessee, within 5 miles of 5 different schools. They're wanting to build this thing. And some of the details I have learned recently, even since the first video, it's hard to shock me, but wait until you hear what has happened. Shocking is an understatement. It ain't even America, what you're about to hear about. So who I've got sitting here with me in her front yard, and I appreciate you letting me come over today. This is Nanette. So Nanette is a longtime Cheatham County resident and has firsthand knowledge of something that, when I heard the story, Nanette, I thought, that's got to be an exaggeration. But as we've been speaking for the last hour in her living room, unfortunately, it's not an exaggeration. So basically, the story goes that the TVA showed up to start surveying property, doing destructive testing on property, on people's land who did not want them there, correct?
Exactly.
Okay, so I want you to tell everybody out there watching, explain to me what it looked like and what the TVA looked like when they showed up on these properties. Go ahead.
Well, some of us showed up in solidarity with our neighbors, and as we were waiting, we watched the TVA employees and 2 police officers park all of their vehicles down the road, about 12 vehicles, and they came marching through the property up to our neighbor and to tell her that they were going to start digging and surveying, and she was not happy with that. But the thing that struck me as I watched this unfold, and these employees were marching toward us with police officers.
So wait, yeah. Are you saying TVA came with the local police?
No, they came with the TVA police.
So there's such a thing as TVA police?
Oh, yes.
So the TVA has their own police force?
They have their own police force, yes.
Okay, so when you say police, do you mean, were they armed? I mean,
Yes, what? They were armed. They had their full gear on. And
so like bulletproof vests?
They looked like they had bulletproof vests, yeah.
So they were geared up almost like a SWAT team?
Exactly.
Did you know that the TVA had that? I mean, I heard this and I thought that cannot be true. The TVA has, they're showing up with guns, bulletproof vests, a minimum of 12 vehicles all at once, right?
Yes.
Coming on the property. Did you guys know that? Hey, TVA, why is that? One of many questions to come. All right, Nanette, let's continue. So tell me about Miss Nicholson. Who is Miss Nicholson and what was going on in her yard and with her that day?
Well, when they talked to the first neighbors, they said they had permission from Mr. Nicholson to be on the property, but Mr. Nicholson has been deceased for quite a long time.
How long has he been deceased, would you say?
I have no idea, but it's probably a decade.
Close to a decade.
Yeah.
So the TVA came on the property and said, we have permission to be here because Mr. Nicholson said we could be here, but Mr. Nicholson's been dead for a decade or more. But his wife is still alive, correct?
Yes.
And now what is her condition?
Oh, she has a bit of dementia. So we saw her from a distance and come out and look at her property, and she was afraid, actually, because there were so many vehicles in her yard and she didn't know why. And a
bunch of men with guns walking around.
And she saw what was going on down the road. And so after we were done with watching what the police officer said to our neighbor, we went down there to make sure she was okay, and she had no clue what was going on, and we told her, and she was not happy.
What did she say when you told her why they were there?
She said, after she paused for a moment, you could see her thinking, and she said, you think you own something, but you own nothing. You don't own nothing.
You think you own something, but you don't own nothing.
Yeah, it just made me feel like I didn't live in America that day. It was very hard to watch.
How long do you think she or her family members have owned that property?
Oh, a very long time. That's
Possibly 100 years or more?
Possible. That's an old family here.
Multi-generational land.
Right.
So we got a real problem here. TVA is going to be sending out one of their guys to come visit me at my house in Nashville here in a few days. Now, I don't know what he wants to visit with me about, but I'm looking forward to speaking with him. Here's the thing, guys. In the United States of America, we don't send in armed officers onto people's property under a lie saying they had permission from a man who's been dead 10 years so they can come in and bully and shove people around in Cheatham County, Tennessee. You got it? TVA, I know you didn't want anybody to know about this. They're all going to know about it now. My hope is that at some point they just decide to find somewhere else to do this. And by the way, there are other places to do this. That's the crazy thing about it. There are other places that this can be done. So it has been done where coal plants that have been shut down have been successfully retrofitted into, guess what? Methane plants, just like the one they want to tear this place up with. It's already being done. And guess what? We've got deactivated neutral coal plants sitting all around Middle Tennessee. We've got one in Humphreys County right now. That State Senator Roberts said we would welcome the TVA back in here with open arms to retrofit our Biden-killed coal plant. Biden killed it, and retrofit it for methane. Oh, by the way, and hire back the thousands of people that lost their jobs when they shut this thing down. He said they could do it right here in my county, in Humphreys County, and never have to touch a blade of grass in Cheatham County. So there are options sitting everywhere, but TVA is belligerently saying, no, we're going to tear your county up. We're going to displace you. We're going to put this methane plant right in between 5 school districts. We're going to come in and put it right on top of your water supply, and there ain't a damn thing you can do about it. Oh, by the way, check out all the guys with the guns and bulletproof vests if you don't believe me. That sounds like communist Chinese tactics to me. That does not sound like my country. That does not sound like America, and it is not why we voted for Donald Trump and to put people into office to keep the federal government, which that's what this is. TVA is the only federally owned power company in the United States. Started in 1933, by the way, by FDR, arguably the most socialist president we ever had. That is not what America looks like. And this is just the beginning of this series. Please forward this video. Feel free to rip this video, stick it on your own platforms, run this everywhere. This fight is just beginning. I want you to hang tight and watch the end of this video. Nanette here shot video of the actual day when the TVA trucks and the guys with the guns rolled in. And yes, Miss Nicholson is actually making her statement that Nanette told you about. It's going to blow your mind that this is actually real in America today. God bless you guys. Help me get the message out. Take care. Now stay tuned.
Are they allowed to film while folks are out here? I believe that's allowable.
For the record, I don't want you here. Just saying that. I want everybody to know I don't want you here. This project hasn't been approved. There's no need for all this.
Well,
you guys are going around the due
you have
process.
to say needs to be directed through your attorney. Anything outside of what a cordial us telling you what we are doing needs to be directed through your attorney, through our Office of General Counsel.
They're talking about putting those up.
Oh, I know what they are up here.
Yes.
You think you own something, you don't own nothing. I'm the only child, and I forget how many acres I got. I go to Spring Creek.
Do you have somebody who takes care of it for you?
Farms it.
Okay.
Has the tobacco and things like that.
Because obviously they've cleaned up and made themselves at home in your backyard.